So welcome to today's Technical Corner. We've got a brilliant show lined up today. I've got Lee Scott from the Starrag Group joining me. We're going to learn about all of the brands under the umbrella of the Starrag Group and the kinds of industries and parts that they manufacture. So welcome to today's Technical Corner, Lee. How are you doing?
I'm extremely well, Paul. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Good. Lee, you've been with the Starrag Group now for about 10 years. Can you tell us a little bit about them and what's changed over the period of that time, what they look like now?
Yeah, there's been a lot of change in 10 years. The company's effectively doubled in size through acquisition. So now we've got 10 brands that sit under the Starrag Group banner. Berthier, Boomertech, Doris, Droop and Rhine, Ecospeed, Heckert, SIP, Starrag, TTL and WMW, which takes us up to around 1,700 employees today.
I mean, it's certainly some business, and I know for those that do watch the MTD channels, we've been to a few of the factories over recent years and seen some of these machines. But for those that haven't seen, Lee, maybe you could give us some detail on the size of the types of parts that these machines would manufacture.
Well, it's a very broad range now because we could micro machine, we could engrave a pinhead, and then we go up to components at say 20 meters long or even up to 300 tons in weight. So the solutions that we develop and the machines that we offer cover milling, turning, and also grinding. And where required, we combine all of those technologies in a single platform, so we reduce setups and we make the components as efficiently and cost effectively as is possible.
I mean, it sounds like from the array of brands that there are and the types of disciplines that you're talking about, you wouldn't be pigeonholing the Starrag Group into one specific industry, would you? I'm sure they cover a lot, don't they?
They do. We focus on a number of key sectors, so aerospace, energy, transportation, industrial products, medtech, and luxury goods. And within each of the sectors, we then really focus on specific solutions that deliver really world-beating cycle times and component cost reductions. So everything that we do is focused on customer-specific applications.
You mentioned the luxury goods there, Lee. I always did wonder where you and Paul got your attire from, but now that becomes more than apparent. I did notice a slogan that you have as well, which is engineering precisely what you value. Does this mean that all machines that you manufacture are just special one-offs? Tell me a little bit about that.
No, not at all, Paul. Firstly, we have a large range of standard machines, and then from those standard machines, we then have different options, and we can optimize them so that they really deliver the optimum performance. And then, of course, we also do design and manufacture some special machines. So from a business perspective, we're large enough to be in the sort of top 10 global players, but we're also small enough to be flexible and to deliver the optimal solution for the customer.
I think from my perspective, one of the purposes of this piece is really to sort of showcase what the Starrag Group or where you service. I mean, it would be wrong of me to suggest it was just OEMs then, wouldn't it? It goes beyond that.
No, and I think this is a really important message, Paul, for your audience, because we're known to sell to OEMs and we're very successful at selling to OEMs because they always want the best solutions. But equally, we also sell to subcontract machine shops. So I think companies don't contact us often when they're looking to purchase machines because they think we're out of reach for their budgets.
But because there was that sort of perception of, you needed £1 million, for example, to invest in in the Starrag Group or one of their products. But again, that's not necessarily the case, is it?
No, it's not. I mean, even though we're better known today, I still hear this, and I hear that potential customers have overlooked us because of this perception. I had a conversation with somebody recently who's purchased a competitor's 5-axis machine, 500 pallet size, a bit lower spec than us. And he was really surprised when I gave him a wrong cost for our machine. And he said, I've actually paid more and received less.
Really, really, wow. Yeah, that's a strong message that hopefully we can communicate through this technical corner and through our channels then. So, I mean, if you were to take a kind of a typical subcontractor, where do you start and what's the most expensive machine you build? Kind of where do you start and where do you end, Lee?
Difficult one to answer that. In rough order of magnitude, for say a 400 pallet horizontal twin pallet machine, we'd start around $250,000, and then for very large machines, say a 12-meter table Doris mill turn machine, you could pay millions. But subcontractors just don't think we're in their marketplace, and we are.
You are. Yeah, an important message. We're going to push this one for you in a big way, Lee. The other aspect is automation, which a lot of, or we talk a lot about on our channels. Is that something that you integrate quite easily with some of your machines? Is it a big part?
It's a really important part of our business and a growing part of our business. So everything from a simple clamping device that's mounted in the spindle to hold and manipulate components, load and unload, a single robot on a machine, to multiple robots, multiple machines, complete handling systems. We either design our own, manufacture our own automation systems, or we work in conjunction with standard providers on the market. So we can turnkey almost anything, and we have nearly 600 FMS systems working globally.
Wow, that's some number. I mean, you said earlier about the group having 1,700 employees, but I suppose what a lot of our audience will be interested in is the domestic market here. What does Starrag UK look like?
We don't manufacture machines in the UK. That happens across 6 plants in Switzerland, Germany, and France. Our UK headcount is around 40, with finance service applications and sales all based in the UK. Offices are in Birmingham. We have an extremely strong service team, and we measure KPIs, response and repair, with very high 90%. We also have a very strong UK-based applications team that works closely with the plant's own engineering teams. So what makes us different is that our customers don't purchase through a dealer. They're dealing direct with the OEM, and they've got a direct link into the plants.
So the performance of the machine is critical, and obviously your service and your support as well. Can you maybe, before we close this off, just tell us how important is the customer to you and delivering that fabulous service and support?
Well, Paul, our customers are the most important thing for us. All machines break or they get crashed, and it's our job to be able to respond very quickly and efficiently to get spindles running, because spindles running is where customers make profit. So all customers tell us they enjoy really high spindle availability. If a spindle's not turning, like I said, they're not making money.
Lee, it's been a fantastic technical corner. I mean, for me, there's kind of 2 objectives to this. Starrag Group are looking to deliver the optimized solution on the fastest and the most rigid machine, but more to that, it's about the support. And if it does stop for any reason, you immediately get that spindle turning again. And I did say 2, but I'd probably say the third on this is the fact that people should not forget to actually contact you when they're looking for a machine, because they may be surprised at just how competitive you are. Would you say that's a fair analysis to end this technical corner on, Lee?
No, I would. We're the best kept secret, we often say.
Good stuff. Brilliant. There you have it. So that's a really good insight into the Starrag Group there. Lee Scott's been with the company for about a decade now, and obviously it's changed a lot in that time. There'll be plenty more technical corners coming up from Starrag, talking about specific applications and some of the markets that they're involved in. But for now, that's it from me here at the MTD studio. Thank you very much, Lee, for joining us today. See you next time.